These were the games I grew up with. From a very young age, Metal Gear Solid helped shape my heart. Growing up in a very tough environment for a kid dealing with mental and physical health issues, these stories were what helped guide my hand through the darkness and helped me become the man I am today. These stories, characters, worlds, and their hearts were given life by Hideo Kojima.
はい、皆さんこんにちは、小島秀夫です。今僕はですね、クライテリオンさんのところにいます。はい、もう天国みたいなところですね。で、今サブスクの時代なんですけども、50年代60年代の名作がなかなかなくて、やっぱりもうパッケージでそういう時にクライテリオンさんのお世話になっております。
Kojima loved movies growing up. Eventually he went on to be a writer and a director. He aimed towards getting a career in filmmaking, but eventually set on the path to get into using his talents with video games. One of the biggest companies in the world, Konami, picked up Kojima, where he began to work on his most famous projects. This is where he worked on games like Snatcher and Policenauts. It wasn't until he made Metal Gear Solid, the sequel to the early Metal Gear games, where he became very well known. After being known to his fans as being an extraordinary, humble, kind, and friendly game creator, Kojima went on to be known as a legend in the gaming community. What separates Kojima from other game creators, or let alone film creators, is his deep compassion and heart for his characters and story.
ゲームやってる人ってやっぱり何かしら社会と合わなかったり、コミュニの中で合わなかったりする人がいると思うので、ただその人がこのゲームをやった時に自分みたいな人が世界中にいる、自分は孤独だけど世界中に孤独な人がいっぱいいるっていうのを知ることで。
Kojima does this in a variety of ways that, when woven together, create a masterpiece. Firstly, he has some of the best writing and storytelling I have ever experienced.
I've never thought of you as a son, but I've always respected you as a soldier and as a man.
His cinematics speak volumes of not only a character's personality, but the tones and themes going on within.
Yesterday's ally becomes today's opposition. And this Cold War? Think back. When I was leading the Cobras, America and Russia were fighting together. Now, consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century. Somehow I doubt it.
His use of music and soundtracks fully enhances everything happening visually and immerses the player/viewer. All of these things are what I favor and try to create myself in my present work and for the future, which is why I am interested in not only editing, but cinematography, writing, sound, and even directing. These things were what I fell in love with at a young age and took with me as I grew up. I remember the lessons Kojima would teach through his stories and the heart that walked alongside them. It is due to Kojima and his art that made me decide to get into film. Kojima speaks to his audience through his games of how important the art of film is to the world.
We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for.
And it is through this importance that I decided to walk that path and help people see, feel, and connect with the stories and art I intend to create.
This is good.